Aloha from Kilipohe, ke Kaniwahoa. Well, it's been some time since we did an update, so let's go through the Elena and the papaya grove here. We got, well, first of all, this papaya tree has got 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 4 or 5 fruits getting going on it. This papaya tree is flowering, but I'm afraid it's male. I already cut down one right here that was, it was definitely male. So it kind of opened up this area actually, really nice. Male papaya trees don't produce fruit, but you can see, if you see the difference between the flower here, and I think there is a flower here. I'm not going to be able to get really close to it, but maybe you can see. That one has a much larger base, and that's a hermaphrodite tree, so it has the male flower part up here at the top and then the female flower part down at the bottom. If it were a female, it would be reversed, where this flower part would be down there, and then it would have a stem. So I'm pretty sure this is male, and you know, they just take up nutrients, so you just cut them down. As soon as you know whether or not it's male or female, you're supposed to take them out. So what else do we have? Planted. We got a bunch of pineapple plants now. These are just the tops of pineapples that have, you know, buy a pineapple for a couple dollars at the farmer's market, and then take the top off and soak it in water for a little while, week or so, and then it starts to get a little bit of roots, and then we just come and put it in the ground. This is the first one we did. You know, it takes 2 or 3 years to get a pineapple out of it, but they're in the ground, so, you know, not gonna hurt anything. More papayas here. The tree fern is doing really good. There's another one over there. It's not quite as big. So I think there's another pineapple plant there, and then one more over here. So I think that's 5. We got a load of mulch. That was about a month ago now. It might be on the last video, I don't know. But yeah, no, it was. I remember now because we talked about putting in the ulu plant. So, not much else going on here. I finished this little rock wall. Planted Hawaii had their annual plant sale, or biannual, so it's twice a year. Plant sale. So we got this is a vanilla plant. And we've got to find a place for that. And this is a mountain apple. And this is a dwarf Tahitian lime. And then this is some kind of orange. I think Cara oranges. And then this is a fig tree. Clementine tangerine. I finally have some tomatoes. 3 tomatoes, which will no doubt ripen while we're in Las Vegas. The one cucumber that grew, I just let it go and it fell down there, and now there's cucumber plants growing from where it fell down, so maybe they'll do better. This tomato plant has been getting eaten up quite a bit. I don't know what's chewing on it, but something is killing it. We, I don't know what else to say back here, not much. Oh, we also got 3 apple banana keikis. They sell them, you know, just bare. You just put a tarp over them until you're ready to put them in the ground. And they've been growing. This is all new growth. So tomorrow there's going to be mulch available again, so we'll go and get some mulch. So let's go take a look at the house. The back stairs are pretty much done. I still have to paint them, but they're usable now. We had the inspector come yesterday and today, and we passed today the framing inspection. So above the floor, the plumbing is finished, the electrical is finished, or not finished, but all roughed in. The plumber has work to do below the floor. I put these vents in. This one I put in, originally it was like right in there, and that was too close to the window, so I had to move it there. Actually, I moved all 3 of these vents. Moved that one over 1. I moved this one over 4 inches. It was in the middle of that, now it's off to the side. So it's just barely, it's supposed to be 36 inches from a window, from the opening part of the window. And this one in here I had to move as well. So it was in this section, and then I just moved it over to that section. And that requires cutting out that block, cutting a new block, and putting it in. This is the tub and shower for the guest bath. It's a nice acrylic unit. Hopefully we'll get some use out of it. And the only bad thing is the plumber messed this installation up, and I had already attached the walls to the studs before I realized he should have mounted this back in there further, so it would have been flush, but he didn't do that. This is all the insulation for the ceiling. We've had 2 drywall contractors come in. The first guy wanted all of this extra backing in for the ridges. I don't know, whatever. So we put all of that in. That was probably $300 or $400. And then he backed out of the job. So now I got another guy, and he didn't say much at all about the backing. So, but he's more professional, and he's also $1,000 cheaper. So that's good. What else in here? Not much really. I started doing layout on the kitchen a little bit. So we're going to have pretty small counter space, but we'll have an island here. So the counter will be from here to about here, and then the range and a refrigerator and pantry. I'm going to get a big pantry closet. And of course the sink is inset, so you can see out the windows. You can see out the fern grotto there, if I can ever get that banyan tree out of there, and then back to the Kilipohe field in the back. And that's really about it. Its progress has been pretty slow. I spent a week waiting for the delivery of the pieces to do this shower pan. I bought the plastic part, or the liner part I bought at Home Depot, but there's some pieces in there that give the thing a pitch, so it all slopes down into the drain, and that took a week to get here. And then the plumber was slow, and blah blah blah. So really haven't been doing much the last month, it seems like. But as soon as we get the insulation in and the drywall on, then we'll be ready to do some more finish work. It'll be nice once we get the insulation and the drywall in. It'll be a lot cooler in here. So that's pretty much it. Tommy, the one John Deere tractor, is running pretty good now. We still tend to use LJD because he's just a beast. And Jerry, I did some work on to fix his transmission, but he's working too. So we're just moving along. That's about it. Aloha. Got the paint samples. We really want to paint the house yellow, and these are the paint samples we have up right now. This is my favorite one. That's sort of Howley's favorite one, and this one was supposed to be one that was right in the middle of those two, but it turned out I got the wrong sample. So that's semi-gloss paint. First of all, you can see it's much shinier than that, which is not what we want. And I don't know, maybe because it's semi-gloss or whatever, it's supposed to be lighter than this one, but you can see it's clearly darker. And of course we're going to do white trim, so this is not totally indicative of how it's going to look, but you know, those little things are small. That was really just enough to do 2 coats on that one little spot. There's a little bit left in each can, but not much. We did have another can that we got at Ace Hardware, and it was just really yellow, really bright yellow, so we didn't like that. Kind of trying to go for like a creamy yellow. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. Aloha!